Hey, this is Joe Price. This video is to show you how you can use the button to help us with our Puerto Rico connection project. The button is just a really easy way to access record hints, and so I'll show you how to use the button for this project. We can talk a little bit also about how to make sure that the source is correct, and you should always feel free to skip any of the hints that you get through the button. We'd much rather you skip a hint that's not correct than to connect the wrong people together on the family tree. So let me share my screen. Okay, so this is what the button looks like for Puerto Rico. So it'll say Puerto Rico hint button. Now I wanted to show you something that will happen in the course of the project, is that you might see this little button that says, sorry, we're out of hints, check back later. We're loading new hints right now, so very soon this will give you hints. So what I'm going to do is just show you this in the context of a similar project. So again, when you're working with the button, you just click the button, and then it takes you into Family Search and Source Linker, and then you get to make a decision if it's a match or not. And so again, everyone on the right are people on the family tree. Everyone on the left is someone in a record. This is a Numinent record. You can always hit details to see more information. And the real key is to kind of zoom in on the clues that give you the most assurance that these are the same family. So notice Barbara Kronig, the name's spelled slightly differently, but that's pretty close. Philip Geisler, Charles Geisler. And then one of the strong clues is you see the birth date is exactly the same. And so this looks like a great match. Now, if you're working on a computer, you can use the Goldie May Attach Records bookmark. If you're not sure how to do that, we have other videos about that, or I can show it at the end. But then I just click this, and it will do all the attaching for me. If not, then you would just go through and click and attach each of those. And when you're done, you just close the window, and then you just hit the button to get another one. Okay, so notice here I have another hint. This one's a little harder. But again, as we look at these things, we see Akron Summit. So we have a good place match. And then if we look at the names of the parents, notice here we have 3 pieces matching up. And over here we have 3 pieces matching up. So we have 6 name pieces lining up. And then we have a place match. This is a very good hint. And so if I were doing this by hand, I'd hit compare, attach, and then here I'd hit add, and then create new person. And you'll find that a lot of the hints that you're working on will be able to add new people to the tree. So that's mostly how the button works. Let me show you a couple other features, and I'll show you how to download the bookmark, the Attach Records tool if you want. You can also change this number. So if you change it to 3 and then click this button, notice that the first time you do it, it'll only give you 1. So you're going to want to come back here, and do you see where it says pop-up blocked? Click on that and say always allow pop-ups for this particular website. We'll hit done. And notice now that when I hit the button, it actually pops up 3 at once. The reason I like to do that is then, sometimes it can take a while for Source Linker to load up. And then this way I can just work my way backwards. So you can see here, this is a really good match. You can see Wyndham lining up, birth info lining up, and a very rare name. Okay, so I can do that. Now notice he's got other people down here. With 1940, Family Search doesn't seem to be lining people up very well. So I'm going to pull Stella up. And then these daughters, they were born too recently for me to add them to the tree. Okay. So then I can just kind of work my way backwards. Now, one reason I like to do this is then when I'm done, I can actually pull this away. And if I click here, I can close them all at once and then just hit this button to start again. Okay, so I hope that helps in terms of showing how the button works. The last thing I'll show you is just how to activate that cool little button that I was using. You go to goldiemay.com/B, and then you just there, and then all you have to do is just kind of click on this and drag it and drop it right there on your bookmarks. And if you don't see your bookmarks showing up here, then it just probably means that your bookmarks are hidden. So like if you don't see that, you'll come over here and hit bookmarks and just go show bookmarks bar, and then it's just saying right there. And then, if you're logged into Chrome, then you'll be able to access that bookmark each time. If you're not logged into Chrome, you can just, remember, just put it here, and then if you don't want it there, you can just delete it. It's really easy to do. Okay, So I hope you enjoy helping with this project. We're really excited to make sure that everyone that lived in Puerto Rico is on the family tree, are connected to their family, and that we have rich content there for people to discover when they come and look for their family. So thanks again for helping with this.